Hi.
Love the little music.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So as my lovely guest host, I've got Malin, woot woot, and hopefully also Porscha will be able to mosey in at some point. But yeah, Malin, how are you doing? I know we were talking about lights and things backstage.
Yeah. I was explaining that
But
I've had a day of being an adult and I'm tired. So I've opened the wine and I feel like it's just today.
Cheers.
Cheers. Obviously, it is Friday night for me. So
yeah. And actually, just a sec here. Sorry to interrupt, but
ooh,
Porscha, hi. Porscha, have you got anything to drink on hand?
I do. Do we have good
news? You can have a toast to
it's not about
life and everything.
Okay. Oh my God, I feel so bad. I was gonna tell you all really bad news, but we're toasting. So yay, toast.
Oh no, feel free. I'm drinking because I've had a rough day, and so that's why.
No. This is actually water, but I have some wine that I should probably get. So my aunt, my mom's younger sister is in the hospital. We got a call this morning. She's in multi-organ failure and she's on life support. So unfortunately waiting for the call, but it can only be a couple people in the room at a time. So my mom said it's best that I just stay home and, because they won't let me in the room anyway. So this is actually good. It'll take my mind off it.
You need the wine too, I think.
I think I do. I think I do. So, I mean,
sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm only saying because I'm here, but like if I get the call, I might have to run. So.
Oh yeah, right.
Of course,
for sure. But if I can ask, do you know what happened? Did something happen, or was it?
Well, she's been really sick for quite a while, and unfortunately, doctors couldn't figure out exactly what was going on, and things just got progressively worse. And
yeah.
So it's been. I mean. It's one of those things because you don't want someone to suffer, but you also don't want to let go of a loved one. So
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that, Porscha, and hope that really, really hard to do riddles are gonna change. Like, put your mind onto something else and not.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll either guess the riddles, or I will be like so rageful at how ridiculous the riddles are that it'll get my mind off. So either one.
Michael, I hope your riddles are extremely hard today now.
Oh, I don't think they are. I don't know. I confess, I think I tried to make them a bit easier this time around. But,
were we complaining too much?
I don't know.
You're like, I've got 2 complainers on today. I've got to make my riddles easier.
Yeah, but Porscha, just like you were saying, if you do get a call, by all means, don't even wait to the sprint or anything like that. Just immediately do whatever it is that you need to do. And, the stream comes second for sure with this. But yeah. And sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Malin, did we cut you off a bit? Did you want to kind of say something else or something like that?
No, I mean, compared to that, I'm sorry to say my problems seem extremely trivial now. They were very, very trivial. It was just I was complaining about a day of being an adult, and I didn't want to do it anymore. Edgar, my dog, was sick and puking and stuff, so I had to call the vet. And he's getting surgery on Monday for something else. So we're like, do we have to cancel, etc. And then I have to deal with handyman coming over and telling me bad news about the house that we did not know were there. And we're now discovering, when you start doing work, you're like, oh, yeah, done a bad job. Okay, cool, great. I'm gonna have to fix that on board.
Oh, that sucks.
It's been very trivial problems, but it's sort of just like a day of it, and I'm like, I'm done now. I'm done. I'm just gonna drink.
Yeah, I hear you.
I feel bad. And Malin, look, there's no comparison. Look, I've had house stuff, and I don't have any pets, but I've had house stuff, and it is aggravating. So I get it. You deserve the wine as well.
I think, the wine was more of a, this is a treat for like surviving the day, and just I'll get on to something else now. I'll get riddles and wine.
Yes, riddles and wine.
Yeah. Riddles and wine. Yeah, totally.
Good name for this stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Riddles and wine.
I'll have to work on that or something. Edit the stream or something. Nikki's here. Hi, Nikki.
But gotta take Willow out first.
She can't see us because we are live.
Huh?
I didn't know we were live yet.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. I'm just here thinking I'm talking backstage, but I'm not. So, hey, y'all.
I didn't know we were not live.
You know what? I'm so used to you hitting the button late, and I'm just sitting here like, when is he going to hit the button? Because we're all here. And that's my fault. Yes, Rosalind, we are already shenanigan. Look, I have shenaned once. I will shenan again.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And Porscha, this is for you with love from Nikki.
Thank you.
But yeah, there was it was Steel Warfare in November, so coming close to a year now ago. It was the opening stream thingy thing, and it was Anne and I. And I just had kind of echoes of that just now, but I forgot to go live. And so we started, and like the first 5 minutes, good 5 minutes of a opening stream for a write-a-thon, it tends to be like packed with information and telling the peeps all the stuff and what's going on for the 24 hours and stuff and all of that. And so we got like a good 5 minutes in, and then Anne says, wait a second, are we live? And oh no, I looked and we weren't live, and oh no, it was like, so then I, of course, immediately, by definition at that point, we were really late, because I think I was running late already to begin with. So we were like 7-8 minutes late or something. So of course I immediately hit, whatever, go live. And then it's just like, there's just nothing there. Like you're pressing the button, the go button, and there's nothing there because you've literally just said it all. And you've, in your mind, you've done that, right? Like you've said that, you've made that performance, and then all of a sudden it's like, you've got to do it over again. And
it's all been said, except none of it's been said.
So, I guess sooner or later as a streamer, something like that happens. But just thought I'd share that bit of a story that I'm sure also Anne remembers very well. But yeah.
If I feel like 8 minutes is not too late, like you're fine. It's not like you were talking for 25 minutes and then you were like, oh.
Right, yeah. That's true, yeah. I think even like it was
you fell asleep when you were supposed to be. It's not like you're supposed to be streaming for someone's write-a-thon and you fell asleep during your time slot. That absolutely did not happen to me during the Boobathon.
Boobathon. Okay, I don't even remember that happening to for example, to you or anything. I just remember Boobathon going smoothly and whatnot, but yeah.
I feel like with some write-a-thons that are like overnight and just last for hours, and just people are like different time zones, it can be difficult. And I think you're not the only one that's happened to, Porscha. I remember, I think there was one introductory one, like just the first video to introduce the write-a-thon with the two hosts, where one was asleep because it was so early for them. It's happened before.
Mm-hmm.
It will happen again.
I wasn't too late, but like I visibly looked like I'd been sleeping because I had.
So there was no acting going on there, was there?
No, like I didn't even have enough time to like pretend that I wasn't, like clearly I had been sleeping. But yeah, there was that one, and then there was, oh god, the write-a-thons run together, but I was co-hosting one with Grayson, and I had the time zone wrong. No, he told me the wrong time zone because he's Central and I'm Eastern. I'm in New York time and he's Central. There was some miscommunication, and I'm waiting for, I was like, oh, I have time to nap because the stream doesn't start for an hour, and he's frantically texting me like, are you coming? And I was like, yeah, in an hour when it starts. And he's like, we're on right now. And I'm like,
yeah.
again.
I think that rings a bell. Wasn't that just 30-hour write-a-thon last time by?
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been, because I was co-hosting. Like I was on time for my stream, but then I was co-hosting with him. And because we're not in the same time zone, the time he told me was later.
Yeah.
Then, you know, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll be there at that time. And he's like, but we're on now. And I'm like, well, you know, that's not the right time in my time zone. Like, you know, that
or you have to always say to people, this time zone, like say which time zone you're talking in, so they can then go and Google it and be like, yeah, okay, cool, I'll be there.
Exactly.
Because like I get confused when people start talking in GMT, and I'm like, right now we're not in GMT, we're in BST, British Summertime. Right. So like sometimes I'll Google it wrong and try to find GMT time, because that's normally British time zone, and I'm like, no, that's an hour difference.
But that's a little odd that someone would reference British time when it wasn't the actual time that the Brits were using.
As in, like, if someone gives me CET or EST time or something, I will Google usually, like,
okay.
And I will normally put GMT or UK. If you put UK, it'll give you BST.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't, if you put GMT, it'll be the wrong time, because right now we're an hour ahead. Or maybe? I can't remember.
Yeah, ahead. Yeah.
1 hour.
1 hour sprung ahead right now.
Yeah.
And it's weird because the UK and America don't spring forward at the same time.
Yes.
There's weird 2 weeks where
there's like even more confusion during that time, because then it's like, wait, no, but we've not changed time yet for time savings.
Yeah. Good times for sure.
But what time is it? Nobody.
Right now it is 8:30, aka wine o'clock.
Wine o'clock. It's 3:30 p.m. here, but hey, it's 5 p.m. somewhere, so wine o'clock. It is.
I just told you it was 8:30 p.m., so you're absolutely fine for wine o'clock.
I love the way that wine o'clock is like on the half hour. It's at 8:30. It's not even on the hour.
There's no real time for wine o'clock.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hi. And hi.
I love how consistently Cool Gamer is always there during the streams.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay. 2:30 where you are. So Felicia, here's the thing. It can still be wine o'clock, but you have to put that wine in some orange juice, and then it's a mimosa, and then still 9 o'clock, but acceptable now because.
Or you can just be British and drink anyway, because I remember the days before the pandemic when we would go to the pub at lunchtime on Fridays and you start drinking then. So
yeah. Indeed. Well, riddle number 1 at this point.
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, that's the riddle? I don't, what?
In my darkness I can hear mystic sounds far and near. Where I am, it does not rain. What am I for breach and bane?
Don't tell me that's meant to be easy, Michael. That's a lie.
Hopefully we're all already sort of escaping into the worlds of the riddles. But yeah.
What can I ask what the word bane means here? I'm not sure.
So bane would be like, let me think for a sec. Like, so if I were to say something like
is it like the bane of my existence type of? Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
it means
exactly.
as well? Okay.
So sort of like misfortune, you could kind of maybe translate that to.
Sorry. It's like
okay, it's not this, Nikki.
I agree with the last comment. I thought maybe a cave as well. That's the image that comes to mind.
Okay. Hi, Thag. How are you?
I believe Thag's first comment is about there's only one cannabis o'clock.
Oh, this here? Let me... Felicia, it's not this.
So the question is, what am I, right? It's not where am I, because you have a where I am, it does not rain, but that's not the question. The answer is not going to be a location. It's going to be who or what.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not, we're off to a pretty good start, though, I will say. We're kind of on the, we're kind of on a good track right now. Already. Easy peasy, right?
Which one is making you say that, Michael, so we know what's the correct direction?
I'm just gonna say, like, in general, all of the guesses so far.
So my guess, and I know that this is wrong, but the only thing that I can think of is Southern California. Because you know that song, It Never Rains in Southern California?
I know.
I don't know the song, I'm sorry.
I recall the name at least. I'm not sure I recall the actual tune.
Okay. I grew up loving that song. So I was like,
I'll Google it during the sprint.
Can I ask if it's a submarine?
Ooh, that's definitely the closest guess so far.
Okay.
And we're definitely on the right track, I will say, with that guess there.
Well, now that I put us on the right track, I will not find the answer because that's the rule. Like the person who gives them the hint never finds the answer.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's probably something to that, I will admit. I'm not seeing the right answer in the chat.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Yeah, we do.
Breach and bane. Does that have a meaning? Oh, sorry. No, go ahead, Porscha.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask something dumb. Just like, does it have a meaning? Like, what am I for breach and bane? Or is that more to make it sound nice? Like the for breach and bane part?
Oh, the for breach and bane part? That is a bit of a hint. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, is it a submersible, which is different than a submarine?
Is it the Titan?
It's not. It's not.
Damn it. Is it the Titanic? Is it like a drowned, like a wreckage?
Okay. We can go ahead and stop the presses. I told you we were close and stuff, right? And you kind of proved yourself wrong there, Malin, with
No,
what you just said.
Because the hint that got me there was Porscha's hint. It was the submersible hint. Therefore, the person who gave the hint did not get the answer. So the rule still stands.
Okay. I stand corrected for sure. But yeah, that is indeed the answer, Malin. Awesome job. So it's a shipwreck. I will. Okay, so just a sec here. I'll make this riddle official with this here. Awesome job.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looks like we were getting there also in the chat, I would say. Just based on how the chat has been looking. And Morgan's here. Hi, Morgan.
I'm obviously biased, but I like that one.
Oh, why, thank you. And Regina's here. Hi, Regina. How are you? Jumping in to leave a like, waiting for my house cleaner to arrive, so I may have to dip out unexpectedly. Miss you guys a lot. Oh, so nice to see you, Regina, as always.
Send the house cleaner this way when you're done.
Yeah. I'm sure we could just point them in the right direction and tell them to just start walking, and it'll all work out. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into our first sprint. I haven't shared my timer just yet, but just give me a sec and I will do so. Indeed.
What are you working on?
Oh, I don't even have my timer up at all. So, would you, Porscha, like to answer that?
Oh, what am I doing?
Question.
I have finishing touches stuff for the book. So that's what I will be doing today. Hopefully, we'll get done and dusted.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing for the stream, but I'm going to be doing a bit of everything, and I'm going to be doing a bit of reading and stuff. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and you, Malin, did you say also?
I'm gonna be reading Save the Cat Writes a Young Adult novel for one of Stig's streams. So he's now doing a couple of streams that are going to be on craft books. So I'll be a co-host on one of these. And, like Save the Cat just published a new version that's like for young adult novels. And it's got some more content that is about, multiple POVs, how to use the structure then, series and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be different enough from the first one that I won't feel like I bought 2 books for the same content.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize there was a whole series there, but now I think of it, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think.
Save the Cat.
Do you mean a series of Save the Cat books?
Yeah.
It's just the second one she's published. So the first one is the script writing one, but it's by a different guy. And then Jessica Brody took that to make it into a novel adaptable one. And then she's now expanded on it doing the YA one, which is obviously she's got more content to put in there, and it's different than the main one she wrote.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'm sure there'll also in the future be more books, and there'll be kind of like a series.
Yeah. I mean, if she can milk it, might as well make that book.
Yeah. A bit like the whole, Fort Dummies thing, ...
Yeah.
Or maybe not. But yeah. So let's go ahead and get into our first sprint at this point, indeed. Yeah, good luck all. Yay, that's it. That's the end of our first sprint. How'd y'all do? Excuse me.
I didn't get a ton done, but I happily was distracted by picking out fountain pen inks. So, yay.
Oh.
Distracted is good.
Yes. So, in a week when a bunch of fountain pen inks come that I probably will forget I ordered, it'll be a happy surprise.
Very true. I didn't read that many pages, but I felt productive because I've been making little notes in a Notion. My goal as well is while I'm reading it to try, even though my book is not young adult, it'll cover the structure, right? So I'm trying to fix it because I'm struggling a little bit at some point in the structure of my book. So I'm like gonna try to use this as I go. So I felt productive, even though it was like maybe 9 pages.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I I read a bit that sprint. So actually, I'm reading now the sonnets of Shakespeare's. So yeah, I actually took it a really chill sprint, but I still did read a couple sonnets. So yeah,
Nice.
I guess that's me.
Who like did you say it was called Sonnets for Shakespeare?
No, so it's the actual sonnets of Shakespeare's.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
So
my bad.
yeah, I probably said it wrong there.
I thought maybe it was like an ode to Shakespeare by someone else.
Right.
I was like, oh, interesting. Actually, that's probably the one thing I loved visiting the most when I moved to London is the Globe
Yeah.
Theatre, because that was really fun. And
Sorry, the what theater?
the Globe Theatre.
Okay.
It's where, like, technically they moved it, so it's not, but it's been rebuilt and redone locally. So it's meant to be where Shakespeare had all his plays, and it's been built exactly how it would have been at the time. I think
Right.
at least it's been rebuilt. And I
Right.
went to see a play there at some point, and so they explained to you how the way that at the time it was built was not so much for decor or anything. No one cared. It was like listening to radios or podcasts because it was more about being able to hear than it being able to see the play. So that was more important.
Oh,
So it was really fun
right.
and interesting to
Yeah,
visit.
it's amazing how you know, today if we're building like a theater or a hall or something, we'll use computers and everything and sensors and whatnot to engineer and design
And before it was the
a
minds of people.
you know, this theater in terms of the acoustics, and even then it won't match what the old masters could do in terms of
Yeah.
how they understood acoustics and how they built with stone and whatnot. It's pretty amazing, actually.
It is really impressive. It's like you don't realize, and then you're like, wow, that was that many, many years ago.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Randy. How are you?
I like this icon, the avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
And
I
is
like
it
that too.
pumpkin
Ditto.
spice latte?
Actually, let me go full screen myself.
Spooky season soon.
Yeah, I mean, there is a straw there though, so you know, the plot thickens maybe.
It's a frozen drink.
Actually, my
Nikki.
StreamYard is being really laggy right now. I do apologize if it seems like there's nothing going on, but I'm just literally clicking the thing or the icon and then waiting for for the response. But
yeah, sometimes StreamYard is not ideal.
Yeah. Nikki, I worked on re-outlining Project Appalachia. Cool. Nice.
Nice.
And being sidetracked planning a small morning hike since my husband has a rare weekend off. Ooh, nice.
Whenever people are like, "Oh, my hobby is like hiking," I'm like, couldn't be me. I couldn't put that much effort into a sport.
Well, you can go bigger or smaller. You can go for a smaller hike and whatnot. Just
I feel like my exercise is dog walks now, which he is a high energy dog, so they can be intense when we go at the weekend, but that's the maximum I'll do. It's like a nice big long dog walk.
Okay. Morgan, sonnets. That makes me want to work on my Shakespeare retelling series. Ooh, nice. That sounds interesting. I really like the sound of that. Nikki, yay. Pumpkin spice latte. I think I saw this in the Trouble stream this morning, or was that? I think actually it was even Nikki who made a comment that was like PSL, and it was a pumpkin spice latte. So
I've gotten an ad from Nespresso because I get Nespresso capsules that they're now doing a pumpkin spiced capsule, and I'm just like, I should get this and see what it's like.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those Nespresso capsule things. Yeah,
it's in the original ones as well because I don't have the new, the round ones. I forgot the name. I don't have that. I have like the original capsules.
Oh, okay.
And apparently they're getting that out now, so just in time for the season.
Yeah, my mom likes those Nespresso capsule beverages. And Grayson's here. Hi, Grayson.
I think Grayson is indicating their own avatar with this side emoji.
I'm gonna go full screen myself again, and I think I actually saw in the actual screen there you could see the lag. That, but anyway.
Am I missing something? Is this like the logo of something specific, or?
I think it's Grayson specific.
But then it looks like exactly the same type of drawing completely as the Randy Nilsson one.
It's
literally just a different drink, different color, and different hand holding. But other than that, it is. No?
Yeah. I don't know. Y'all could call in.
Call in.
If you'd like to, or like basically, if I'm mistaken, but I do believe that it's there's no connection between the two avatars, but
I'm like, maybe it's a band and I just don't know it. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, Grayson, ditto. I do dig your avatar for sure.
Grayson says it's Canva resources, so that's why they're super similar. Okay, gotcha.
I think we've solved the mystery.
Yeah, I didn't realize this. Yeah, because obviously I use InDesign, so I'm just like not versed in what is the trend going on at the moment in Canva.
Canva, to be fair, they do a great job. I feel keeping up to date with things and changing things and keeping them refreshed.
I follow a few professional branding designers who use it for their clients, so they'll build templates on Canva that they can then give to the clients because it's so commonly used now that regular people who aren't designer trained can use it quite easily, and therefore that's good for client work. But obviously I don't work directly with clients like that. We publish magazines and reports, so they don't need to use templates, so I don't use it. But I'm not dishing on it. I'm not like a designer who's just like, Canva. No, it's great.
You are a designer, though, that's for sure.
Yes.
Morgan, I spent that sprint trying to figure out what project to work on.
A valid
Cool.
quest.
Yeah. And look at this here.
I'm still impressed, Nikki. It's okay.
I'm in it for the walkie and the water. And maybe the walkie-talkie too. There, Nikki. Never mind.
What is a trust building hike, Porscha? How does it work?
So it's it actually just started off a regular hike, and we were at oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it.
And you just fall backwards during the hike, and they catch you?
It was this obstacle that we didn't know was there. So it's this huge fallen tree, and we had to climb over it at like mile 5 of the 7-mile hike. So you would walk further to go back the way you started. And we had to help each other over this huge tree. So it was like this trust building exercise. And I was like, I don't want that much trust again. That was a hard hike. And that was before I lost 100 pounds. So I was like, I was hefty, and it was a really big tree. And I was like, I don't ever want to do this again.
When you're saying you don't want that much trust again, you mean like you don't want the hard hike again? But
yes. I was like, if that's what it takes, like, to trust each other, I'd rather us not. Like, I'd rather there be like a question of trust than
have a bit of mystery going on.
You can trust each other at home, right?
Yeah, exactly. We could build trust at home. Like, it's fine.
Nothing builds trust like being at home on the couch with the air conditioning on.
Oh my God, yes.
I agree. I trust you to bring home snacks, and we can watch a movie or something. Like, I think there's a lot of trust there.
Yeah, that's real trust right there.
I trust Jamie to bring me chicken McNuggets, even when I say I don't want them, because he knows better. That is trust.
Yeah.
Because when you say, okay, so as a wife or a girlfriend, and you say, oh no, I'm not hungry, I don't want anything, that's really not what you're saying. And you need to be able to trust somebody to know that's not what you're saying.
It generally is, though, but then until he brings his own McDonald's home, and I'm like, now I want it because I can smell it, and it's right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Therefore, I regret my previous choice. Therefore, good on you for knowing I would and bring the chicken McNuggets anyway.
Right.
Yes. And see, I'm not really like that about like most fast food, but I love peanut M&Ms. I try not to eat them too often, but I love peanut M&Ms. So if somebody's going to the gas station, even my parents, everybody knows, like, even if I say I don't need anything, you bring back a bag of peanut M&Ms for me. Even if I save them for later, everybody knows, like, to bring me back peanut M&Ms, or else it's like a great insult to me personally.
I love that.
If nobody brings me back peanut M&Ms.
Do you guys also get those in the yellow package? Like, is that? Yeah. Yes, like around here, it's like the brown package for the regular original M&Ms, and then it's the yellow package for the peanut M&Ms. But I just thought I would check. And
yeah, we have all kinds of ones. We have the brownie ones, the peanut butter ones. Like, I don't really like any of the ones except the peanut M&Ms. And the original, I just find that unsatisfying because it's like you bite down and it's kind of crispy, but there's not really anything there with just the chocolate. It's just kind of, it's an unsatisfying chew. Is it me?
Well, the peanut M&Ms, just give you the peanuts also. So like they're kind of like super M&Ms in that sense.
Right.
I do hear you.
And here, apparently it's in an orange bag, the peanut butter ones.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure we have those here too, and it's also the orange or red or something packaging.
It's orange, and because I thought the regular ones were in a yellow bag, but I might be wrong. Now I don't know. It's been too long.
Yeah, here definitely the regular M&Ms are the the brown packaging.
Here, the regular peanut ones, like just peanut, not peanut butter, are in the yellow bags. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
I love how that's become like it's important for us to know. You know.
It is. It totally is.
It's like when I was talking to Anna, was doing a stream at some point, and she was asking which snack I was having, and I was like, "Oh, I'm having cornetto ice cream." She was like, "What's cornetto?" And then I sent her an image. She was like, "We call that drumsticks here." So I was like, "Oh, I did not know that."
Oh right, yeah. Oh, I definitely know the drumsticks. Yeah, so I guess
You've
it's
got to
the
be
same
able
here,
to
but-
translate snacks into every culture and country. It's important.
Yeah, the universe will literally implode if you don't. So we're just making sure we're getting it all right. Nikki, if you say that and they don't bring a snacky, it's a red flag.
Correct.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Grayson, the Java ones were really good. I haven't seen them in a while, though. I don't think I've seen those at all before, Grayson. And look at this. Look at this here. Caramel cold brew. That's what it was called.
You're talking about an espresso here, no? Or Starbucks?
No, I think this is. Oh wait, isn't this M&M's talk or is this Nespresso?
I don't think M&M's would have caramel cold brew, but that sounds like a coffee though.
You'd be surprised. Stateside, they've got everything. Porscha, have you heard of this one way or the other? Would you?
Couldn't get myself on mute. Okay, here I am. I have heard of the caramel cold brew. I haven't tried it because, and it's funny that Grayson's on here. Grayson, I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking the last of my iced coffee. But Grayson knows that I like creamer with just a little bit of coffee, like splashed in. I don't actually like the taste of coffee. I like French vanilla creamer and the is it Toriani, the French vanilla syrup. So basically I like French vanilla flavoring with a little bit of coffee like waved over it. So I don't actually want something that tastes like coffee.
I think I'm the same as you. I like mostly foamed milk and sugar and then a bit of coffee at the bottom.
Say exactly. I understand. I'm like, I don't actually want to taste the coffee.
Because like in the UK, people get really precious about their coffees and they get really like snobbish about, like, oh, are you getting your coffee from that place or this place? And this is real coffee or that's a true, like, and they love to spend loads of money on these real good coffees. And I'm just like, I'm a Starbucks girly because they do good foam milk and that's it.
Exactly. And people are like, the coffee, it always tastes burnt. And it's like, yes, but I'm not here for coffee taste. I'm here for like
milk and sugar and the dessert.
Milk in the cream and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I don't want like, and I love Dunkin's coffee because again, they have all the toppings and all the things. I don't like, we have somewhere here called Pete's, which I don't think is international, but Pete's coffee, I always say it has weird people. Well, let me rephrase because there's probably somebody in the comments. I love Pete's coffee, but they don't have the fun flavorings. It's just like actual coffee people that want to taste the coffee.
Gross.
And they don't have food. It's just coffee. Like they don't have like the snacks like Dunkin' or Starbucks. It's just coffee.
That's boring.
Oh, so it's like an actual coffee shop, huh?
It is.
And how does that business model work? There's no way. You have to diversify.
So
yeah,
Pete's,
they might have like the odd bagel, but I don't think they really have like anything because I remember going in once there was a Pete's near an old job of mine. And I said, oh, I'll just go in here and grab some breakfast. And I remember them like decidedly not having much of a menu. It was just coffee. And I was like, oh, that's it? Unfortunate.
Yeah. Rose, yes, I mentioned 5 times yesterday that Starbucks was boho. Boho?
There's a comment below correcting that.
Oh, And my husband failed to go after my son's soccer practice.
Yeah.
Buy
BOGO.
one, get one.
Yeah.
BOGO, right? Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not saying to file for divorce, Rosalind. What I'm saying though is he was definitely
Question your
wrong.
marriage.
It might also depend on like the wait times and stuff. You might need to call ahead or write an email or something. I'm kidding, of course. Indeed. Grayson, almost all chocolates here have some type of coffee flavoring.
Interesting.
What's this here? Grayson at Porscha. Coffee? Oh, so you're going to be up. Say less. Let me start a pot.
Yes. Meet me in StreamYard after this is over because I've had iced coffee and I'm going to be awake for the next 36 hours and it'll be a fun time.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can think of some all-nighter or something, huh?
Yeah.
You know, Grayson, you can't pay me to touch Starbucks again after learning how to take away bitterness and having quality beans. I just can't. So it looks like Grayson weighing in here.
It sounds like a coffee fan, unlike us milk and creamer fans.
Well, hopefully we're all here Riddle fans. Maybe we could
Yes.
get into riddle number 2 at this point.
Yes.
Not so subtle segue, maybe, but for sure. We stand in line and never stray, and never speak despite what may. But we will tell our stories strange by our language of no change.
Mm. So it's got to be some sort of inanimate object that forms a line of some sort, like a picket fence
Right.
type of thing.
I still have milk and creamer. I also just have ADHD and use the caffeine to focus and sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, reason I don't actually wake up more from drinking. Like I could drink coffee now at 9:25, and I would go to sleep fine. It just doesn't work on me. So I guess I just had to become a fan of the milk rather than the coffee because I like
Great guesses in the comments.
yeah, mimes, ants, performance statues. Please tell me it's mimes. That's brilliant. Silence.
Huh?
So it's not mimes.
Sorry?
It's not mimes.
Oh, no, it's not, unfortunately. I thought you said something about snacks or something. I just totally
No, that was before.
misheard you. Portia's looks like she's thinking though on this one. She wants this one.
Is this like writing? You know, like written word?
I'm not sure I can say there, Malin.
Mm.
Not being very cooperative, am I?
Not yet, but just wait until we've been on this one for 10 minutes and you'll want to be covered.
10 minutes? That's nothing. That's small fry.
Books?
No. It's not paper currency. It's not soldiers. It's not trees. It's not mountains. It's not a traffic jam.
Taxidermied animals?
No. I was going to say trees or shadows, but that doesn't feel right. The first one we solved in about probably about 100 seconds or so, right? It was a quick one.
Are you trying to put pressure on us?
Let's see if we... I don't know. I'm just making conversation.
The line at Starbucks. I like that.
It's a bit of a Starbucks kind of stream, I would say.
Mm-hmm. It's a coffee stream.
Yeah.
Or is it a snack stream?
Yeah. I think it's a snack and beverage kind of stream.
Is the part of the riddle by all language of no change super significant, or is it a bit more for the rhyme?
It's pretty significant.
Okay. I got nothing.
Oh.
Is this tombstones?
No, unfortunately. It's not Stonehenge. It's not the hieroglyphs in Egypt. It's not robots.
Thank you, Nikki.
Is it skyscrapers?
It's not. Unfortunately.
Has any guess so far been inching closer to the answer, or not at all?
I don't think there's been a close guess yet, I will say.
Is this live beings, or is this inanimate objects that we're looking for?
I don't know, Malin. I can't remember. That's why I wrote it down in the banner.
Uh-huh.
The answer banner. Am I doing a good job selling you this story?
No.
Shucks, I tried. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we can stop the presses.
Ooh.
Eva's got it.
I don't
here
get it.
with this.
Congrats, Eva. I still don't get it.
Oh, and hi, Eva.
Number line.
Oh, and awesome job. Eva, also. Yeah.
That's
so
yeah.
So the answer is numbers. So
what's a number line?
Well, the number line would be I don't know, the number line. Helps a lot.
Is that no? Like, is that genuinely like an expression in English to talk about? Would you say a number line?
Yeah, I would say in the education
I'll
system here in North America, we would.
I'll claim the foreign person here and be like, I've never heard of that before.
Oh yeah,
could not have found this one.
But the answer is indeed numbers, and I'll give you a sec to
Nikki,
look it over if you'd like.
I believe that is a quote as well from "Math is the only language that doesn't change." Isn't that also a quote from Mean Girls, which I very much appreciate?
Oh, okay. Well, indeed, the language being referenced in the riddle would be the language of mathematics, totally. But yeah, let me just see here. Look at this. Yes way, Eva. And Eva, this is for you. And Eva, this is for you. And Eva, this is for you. And Eva, I believe this one is for you also. And Eva, this is for you. And Eva, this is also here for you. Look
that was
at
a really
this.
good riddle. I don't know if I would have. Well, maybe eventually, but I just wasn't thinking that.
I just checked the link you sent me, and I checked in French. We would call it something different. Like the word is in line. It's
right.
Straight is what is called instead. Yeah. So it's like a different term. So I feel like I would probably not have guessed that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that's a thing where it's like with every language, it's the same basic idea, but the way you would translate it exactly would be different with every.
Slightly different.
Yeah. Like in Chinese, I don't think you would translate it directly to number line or anything like that.
I like Eva's comment of, I either get the riddle when I first come in or I never do. This is true because I've seen her before getting the riddle immediately as she just arrived. I've seen that.
Right,
yeah.
But as per this, Eva, I do think I recall off the top of my head you getting a couple riddles like late in the game, like, when the riddle's been going for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
It's a savior. You're our savior, Eva. Come in, swoop in, get the answer, and we're saved from that riddle.
Yeah. Let me actually just make this riddle official with this here. Yeah, all of my clicky clicks in StreamYard, I do apologize, are quite delayed right now, but I don't know. It seems like it's getting a little better, but yeah.
Seems okay.
So yeah, second sprint at this point then. Oh, wait, what's going on here?
Some love and some insult.
Oh, really? Eva, these riddles are awful. Star, set with love. Eva, you could maybe even just not bother here with this this comment here.
Does that make us the masochists then?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie then. Second sprint at this point. Good luck all. And yay, that's the end of our second sprint. How'd y'all do?
Good. I got about 10 more pages, so I feel happy. And it's still, I like that I've got it on Kindle, so it's telling me what my speed is and how long I'm taking to read the chapter as well, because I'm taking notes of important bits. I'm clearly reading a lot more slowly than I would normally.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, it's good to know how long that's going to take me then.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing the actual old school book doesn't do is it doesn't give you the numbers and stuff like that.
Well, I've got the original Save the Cat Writes a Novel in physical book format, so I thought if I'm buying another version of it, I'd like it on Kindle, so I have like a version to take with me, because I have my Kindle with me at all times and stuff, rather than if I'm ever like, oh, I wonder how to fix this plot bit, and I'm away somewhere else on holiday or something, then I don't have to be like, I don't have the physical book with me. I have it on my Kindle.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Slow going, but going. So I'll take it.
Okay, here. Yeah, I did a couple things. I literally read just one sonnet, in the book of the Shakespeare sonnets. And I also enjoyed an After 8, and I have the sleeve, thingy to prove it. Yeah. And look at this. I've already clicked on it. I promise, but
no, we can see it.
Glad to have you.
I think maybe the StreamYard on your side is appearing slower than it is on ours, because it's working fine. I mean, when you're clicking on things, we can see it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because, with that one there, I probably clicked on it and had to wait about 4 seconds or so.
For it to appear,
yeah. It's kind of the 4 seconds that really makes the difference, But, yeah.
It might be because you're hosting, so the stream is like all on your...
I think it's just something going on with my laptop right now. I've noticed, like, just in different tabs and stuff, it's also been about a little bit laggy and catchy and whatnot. So I'm sure it's just a me thing. Hi, Jen. How are you? Grayson. Currently reading a bit. Woodward. Eva, at me, that's an amazing painting. I'll hang it right here next to my
couch.
Couch and lamp. Room light, totally. Yeah, Eva, I just found it hanging on a wall, actually, near a whole bunch of other paintings. So I thought I would just take it, Yeah. So we're caught up in the comments. We could just go ahead and get into riddle number 3 at this point. Third time's the charm, right? I walk across the land of old, but not the ocean, great and cold. I trek one way through grove and glen, and always have to start again.
Jen's comment, who joins a stream called, at least usually you call them riddle streams. I don't know if you did this time.
What?
Love it. Riddles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I said like riddle number 3 and stuff. Jen probably, kind of slid in there late because she thought that all the riddles were all finished and everything.
And they were not.
Just slide in with no riddles and stuff. Maybe get us a last sprint or something. Joke's on you there, Jen. I'm just kidding. It's not a bird of migration, actually.
Is it the International Dateline?
Unfortunately, it's not.
Okay.
A river. Eva, the rule is that you find the riddle when you've just arrived. So you got to leave and then come back, and then
gotta hack the system, right?
Yeah.
Take advantage of the loopholes and stuff. That was a funny one. That one got me.
She said, "Be right back."
Porscha, it's not equator, unfortunately. I just got home from work. I haven't been to one of these in forever.
It's the last one.
Glad to have you, Jen.
Also, Jen, if you try to solve it and you make us guess it or you guess it, then it'll be gone faster, and then we get on to other things than riddles. So, there's your motivation to participate.
Yeah. Eva, butterfly, also back. Rose, hanging garden of Babylon. Okay, it's not that. It's not caterpillar. I'm not seeing the right answer yet in the chat. What do you think there, Porscha?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have a new guess yet.
Okay, we can stop the presses. Eva's 2 for 2.
Eva, did you actually leave and then come back?
Eva's got one of those old color be impressed awards.
Did it work? That's crazy.
This is it here.
That's amazing.
Look at Eva's avatar, also quite fitting.
Yes. The avatar was the answer all along.
So, yeah.
Okay, I'm very impressed. And also, I think it's because you left and came back.
Is that the story you're sticking to? I think you definitely could be onto something there, Malin.
It's about that fresh look, It's about I wasn't there, I wasn't looking, I arrived and I see it from a different point of view, angle.
Yeah. We may have created some kind of superstition or something at this point with the riddle streams.
Yes. We've got 2. We've got that one, and we've got the person who gives the hint never gets the answer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that one goes back, doesn't it? But also, as the sun always moves west, the shadows always move east. So the shadows always move east, so they always move the one way, blah, blah, blah. And yeah.
But isn't there shadows on the ocean? That's the part I don't get.
I think the idea is if the ocean is flat, then there's nothing kind of going on there.
Yeah, but there are
shadows wise,
and there's birds, and you have shadows of like
you
clouds.
do, yeah, you do. But assuming that the waves kind of just rise and fall, and fall immediately and stuff. It's just the idea that there's nothing standing there to create a shadow and stuff like that. But of course, if you've got clouds, you've got the shadows of the clouds, on the ocean. You could argue that's like this.
You've
the
got
sky
birds
and stuff, as opposed to
above the ocean that creates shadows.
Yeah, or if you had like a ship or something on the ocean, then you would have like the shadow of the mast, etc. The ship itself.
And even the waves create shadows sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just
just to keep it kind of I want to say elegant or general, we can kind of stick to that idea. Let me actually. I could just kind of find this a bit funny. We've got this comment here, and then the very next comment is this one here, which is the answer. But yeah. See, I clicked on. Okay, now it's working.
StreamYard being difficult.
Eva, this is for you with love from Morgan. Oh, and look at this here.
It was the painting.
Look at this here.
You can put on your CV, riddle solver.
I would say so. And Malin, this is for you with love from Eva.
I am, though, on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and make our third riddle official with this banner here. And
2 points, Eva.
Yeah. Our round of 3 riddles official with this banner here. Woot, woot.
Very impressive.
Yeah. So actually, we've done good timing-wise for the 3 riddles this time.
Yeah.
I will say. Seems to me, at least.
Because I had nothing on that one. My brain shut down. I was like, you solved one, you're done.
Yeah, the first one was solved the quickest. The second was solved the longest. And the third one was the one that was in between.
Because Eva didn't arrive until later into the second.
Right, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Let me just see here. What's this here? Like the delay is good enough for me that when I click on the comment, oh no, I have time to read the whole thing before it comes up on screen. So I might as well just read it like over on the side there. But and look at this. Woot woot. Oh, totally, Eva. Thag, see, I'd have said a player on hardcore mode, but that's a good answer too. Interesting. Eva, I literally arrived moments before I typed the correct answer. Yeah, it was wild. I missed the first. Yeah, you can go, rewind the tape, so to speak, if you like, and check out the first if you like there, Eva. Thank at Eva, and hi there too. I've missed the middle since I had to come to work during that time.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, we can go ahead and get into our third and final sprint at this point. Yeah, I do feel that was kind of like a bit of a shorter, chatty segment there, or riddle solving segment.
I'm feeling productive while we're doing this sprint, so I don't mind. It's however you prefer, Michael.
Ah, yes. Nice. Okie dokie. Not riddle. Sprint number 3. Then it is totally. Good luck, all. You see, third time is the charm. Yay, that's it. That's the end of our third sprint. How'd y'all do?
Yeah, I finished the first chapter and built up the exercise that comes in after, because she's planned every time you finish a chapter a little exercise with, like check boxes and stuff. If you want to work on your novel alongside it and, after each chapter, basically. So put that in my Notion. So yeah, feel productive, and I like finishing it on a specific end. It's nice.
Yeah, totally, yeah. Good work.
Yeah, great stuff, Malin. I didn't get a whole lot for obvious reasons, but I'm still bumping along, and I would like to. Edward got me a Stream Deck, so I want to, and I've been sitting on it, so I want to start playing with this. It's for when you stream, and you can just hit the buttons instead of having to like go around and find, like, for your start stream, end stream, pulling up comments and stuff. You don't have to do it with your mouse. You can just assign buttons.
That's cool. I've never even heard of that. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, but you can use it. It's called a Stream Deck, but you can program anything. So if you have lights in your office that are Bluetooth, you can assign it, or things in other programs that you might use. So Scrivener or what have you, you can assign with buttons. So
that's pretty
cool.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Is this a PC specific thing, or is it Mac as well?
I think it might be Mac as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Mac might have a few extra bits and bobs to it, but I think this is it's Mac compatible as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The amount of things that are a bit more, I feel like this is a bit gamer oriented sometimes, and like the amount of things that are more gamer oriented that are like PCs only, and I'm just like, yeah, but I'm a designer. I have to work on a Mac. My Mac is like my work tool. I don't want to buy a PC as well.
No, I get it, because I'm like a PC person. Like I've had one MacBook, but that was back when I first started doing video editing, back when there wasn't really good PCs for video editing. And that was the thing. If you edited video, you were on a Mac. And I was glad when those days were over, because I really, really prefer PC.
I feel like humans are so easily like malleable. Like we just adapt to a habit, right, or a change. So when I was younger, I was only PCs, and since I went to uni and then started working, I was only Mac, and I just love Mac so much more now. But just because that's what I'm used to, I don't think there's any other reason. Yeah.
No, that's definitely a thing. Because when I was in undergrad, we had Mac labs, and like the computer science students upstairs had PCs, but we had all Mac products because we did TV production and journalism stuff. So we were at that time. It wasn't easily done. Not that it couldn't be done, but it wasn't easily done on PC. Back in those days. I've been out of college for a few years.
Yeah, I've actually never been a Mac person, as it happens. It's just never happened for me. I've never kind of gone that route before, walked that path.
I feel like before there used to be a huge divide between like if you wanted to be more of like an actual gamer and not on console, right? Like not PS4 or whatever. Like if you wanted to be like a gamer on a computer, then it had to be a PC. But now I see more and more people using, is it called GeForce? Like the streaming service where you're basically not using your own computer's, what is it called? Like it's streaming from their own cloud service. So you can play video games on another device that doesn't have the strength or whatever it's called. Like I'm struggling for games today. But
I think I know what you mean with that.
But it's a subscription service.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know about like gaming rigs and stuff, but I've never had a gaming rig, and so I've never even thought about what that might be. I guess I've just assumed.
Is there a reason why you prefer PCs in general, or is it just also habit?
It's just like I've never I've never needed to go the Mac route, and yeah.
So you've never struggled through The Sims burning your fan and making it overheat and you could cook an egg on top of your laptop? Because that is an experience a lot of us Mac users have shared.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could even crazy glue a handle onto your laptop and it could be a frying pan.
Yep. Yeah.
And you can kind of get a 2-for-1. But no, I don't think I've done that before. But I'll put it on my bucket list for you. And also getting a Mac and stuff.
Did you read another sonnet? Sorry.
I did, yeah. I did read a couple more sonnets that time. That sprint. Yeah.
How are you feeling about them?
Well, I mean, I'm only on what am I on right now? I think I'm on, hold on just a sec. So right now I'm still on number 13. And so far it's really just, to make a sort of musical analogy, it's at least to me, it seems like it's still just very theme and variations so far. So Shakespeare's talking about pretty people and pretty people needing to pass on in their offspring and have offspring and stuff like that. And don't mind the ugly people. They can just kind of go by the wayside and, stuff like that. Your usual 400-year-old kind of, or 450-year-old kind of literature. And he's just kind of saying that with every sonnet so far, or every poem, but he's saying it in a different way each time, and he's using a different theme each time.
Was his whole life goal to make sure only hot people would procreate? Is the conclusion of this?
Well, up to the 13th sonnet, it would seem so. But yeah,
that's wild.
But I mean, it's interesting so far, and I'm taking my time, and I'm giving at least a few minutes, it seems, to each sonnet and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. To answer your question.
Nice.
18 is one of my favorites. Shakespeare sonnet 18. Let's see. 18, and then there was another one I really liked. I carried the book around with me my entire 8th grade year, so I remember.
Okay, I'll definitely look out for number 18, which is obviously coming right up.
You have to mention it to Porscha once you've read it. You have to send her a message and be like, "I'm at number 18."
Oh yeah. Right after I've finished 18, I will for sure. And Porscha, if you've got other ones you can recall, then also let me know, and I'll kind of flag those as well.
Yeah, definitely. It pays to have somebody that's like a complete poetry nerd. It's like, oh yeah, I used to walk around with the book with me, everybody else is like watching reality TV, and I'm just like, oh, I have these sonnets that I read every day.
Well, it's an easy book. If it's just the sonnets, it's an easy book, easy enough book to carry around and put in your backpack or something like that.
This is making me want to rewatch 10 Things I Hate About You, and for obvious reasons.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
It's sure. It's one of those noughties, like 2000s romantic comedies, but it's based off Taming of the Shrew.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, I know I've heard a lot about it. I don't think
there's quite a few meta.
I haven't seen it.
I would say there's like a few meta mentions of Shakespeare inside of it as well, which makes it more fun.
Okay, right.
Because obviously it's like a Shakespeare retelling, and then on top of that, there's some characters who are really into Shakespeare.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I really liked that movie, and I was one of those kids that loved Romeo plus Juliet, the one with Claire Danes.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. Oh my goodness.
I think when it came out, I was just a bit too young to be like, like I was at an age where I thought anything that people said were cool, I was like, is it like I hated the Spice Girls for absolutely no reason, just because everyone loved them? Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then I grew up, so I would enjoy it more now than I did back in the day.
The Spice Girls got back together, didn't they?
Did they get back together? Or that like they did a tour or something? Or
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
They did something where they got back together. Maybe a couple of years ago now. Maybe about
I should
3 or
know
4
as
years
someone
ago.
who lives in the UK, but
Yes,
I do not.
recall. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'll have to watch 10 Things I Hate About You.
And then there was another retelling, like another noughties movie. That was like a Midsummer's Night Dream retelling, I think. Wasn't there one? And like they have a play inside of the movie that is like literally the Shakespeare play. I mean, like, Porscha knows. She's Googling it right now.
And I'm sure I've heard of this one also.
It's less famous than 10 Things I Hate About You, I think. Less people know about that one. But it was still like one of these big 2000s like romantic comedy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say what it was, but
and She's the Man, that's also another Shakespeare retelling.
It is. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about, but I was like, no, you're not talking about that one.
I'm talking about a more obscure one, yeah.
Yeah, and there actually was a movie in 1999 called A Midsummer Night's Dream that had Callista Flockhart in it, but I don't think that's the one. I think I know which one you're talking about, but I don't remember the name. Because that's the one with Stanley Tucci, and I'm such a Stanley Tucci fan that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that one.
Trying to find inspired teen movies. There's like a list somewhere.
Yeah.
Is it Get Over It? It's Get Over It.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. There you go. I know Kristen Dunst for sure.
And She's the Man was 12th Night. That's why it was. There you go.
Yes. The late 90s, early 2000s were such a weird time for like movie retellings. It was just.
Why are we not doing this again? This was fantastic.
It was.
It was because if you think about it, everyone like at some point decided Shakespeare was highbrow when he never was highbrow. He was like popular. He was like the play everyone went to laugh at, you know? So it makes a lot more sense to do romantic comedies type of movies.
Yeah. It's so easy for us to, as a peoples, get kind of lost and, start thinking highbrow about things that at the times were actually not so much like you say, just like you say.
It was for the people, Shakespeare was a man of the people.
Absolutely. One of these days,
good old Shakespeare,
years from now, people are going to find Michael's poems that he wrote in the Riddle Streams, and somebody's going to like get a PhD in dissecting these poems and be like, it was so highbrow. It was
like, no, we were making fun of the riddles during the streams.
They're going to be like, no. Somebody will have like a whole PhD in like Michael's poems.
There's like I think it's actually a Belgian school that started a degree on Taylor Swift lyrics or something, so it'll happen.
Well, yeah.
Wow, that's shake it off. Isn't she a shake it off girl? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I'm not exactly the authority when it comes to Taylor Swift, I will admit, but
no, me neither. But I like when things like that take over. When popular culture takes over academics, it's fun.
Oh yeah. And even Taylor Swift, she's definitely she's she's been around a little,
Are you calling
like a
her old,
little
Michael?
huh?
Are you calling her old, Michael?
Oh no, not at all. I'm just trying to say that she's. I feel like she's been around a few years now, and she's really proven herself, you know, in the industry and everything. And I think she's proven wrong a lot of naysayers, if I understand it correctly. But, you know, she writes all her own music, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Go Taylor Swift. Well, on sorry, you gonna say something?
We'll make a Swiftie out of you, yeah, Michael.
Yeah, it's it'll be a thing, you know, sooner or later, I'm sure. All that, yeah.
Like, Michael, you're already closer to a Swiftie than me, because I remember having the conversation with Anne, but I was accidentally confusing Taylor Swift with Katy Perry, which apparently is like a thing you should never do, because they hate each other. And I was just
Do they hate
confused.
each other? I did not know that they hated each other.
I think there was like some feud between them, at least at some point, and I
probably made up by the internet, to be honest.
Probably.
I
completely get the pop girls confused. I was like, you can tell this is like so not my genre. If it came out after 2008, I have no idea what's happening.
You know, there's like an interview of Selena Gomez, who works with two older men, Martin Short and I forgot the other guy's name. You know, on that murder show, Only Murders in the Building.
Steve Martin?
Yes, it's another Martin guy. I was like, one has Martin as his first name and the other Martin as his last name. Confusing.
Right.
That's a really funny show. I've seen that. I'm not caught up, but it's so good.
And she was talking in an interview about how they don't know anything about pop culture of nowadays. And she was like, they were asking me things like, what's a Dua Lipa? She was like, it's not a what, it's a who, it's a person.
Oh.
Do you know what a Dua Lipa is, Michael? You look confused.
I would need it written down first. I would need to. I don't know.
She's a singer. She's another pop culture artist.
Okay.
Singer. Yeah.
Got it.
Yes. Like, I'm not completely out of the loop. I'm pretty out of the loop, but like, I like Skrillex. I like Skrillex. I like some of the new people. So I'm like, I'm not completely out of it. Like, you know, somebody was asking me about, I don't remember now who it was, but I was like, oh yeah, I like the song. And Edward, who's always more out of the loop than everybody, he's like, who's this? What's this we're talking about? And I'm like, it's a person. And he's like, oh, really?
This is when we're starting to generally feel old. Or like, I had someone ask me about a song the other day, and I was like, that's just noise. That's not a song. Like, I'm finally getting to that stage, the boomer level of being like, no, that's just noise. You're not making music here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not exactly the authority with the new music, but I try, you know. I try. But yeah, I mean, you know, we've gotten into thingy things, all the three thingy things, you know.
The thingy things.
At this point, we can go ahead and
you should rename the streams the thingy things.
The thingy things. I will, sure. For you, I will. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and call it a riddle stream at that. My lovely guest hosts, again, of course, have been Malin and Porscha. Woot, woot. And links in the description. But yeah, should we just go ahead and pull the plug?
Pull the plug. That sounds very dramatic.
Pull it. Hit the button, Michael.
Wait. What's the? Oh no!
Hit it.
What button?
Hit it. Hit it.
Yeah. Well, we'll call it a riddle stream at that, etc., and all that, right? Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye bye.
Thanks, bundles and bunches. Bye bye.
Wait, what? I did press the.